Okay, we made sure the connections were all snug on this module. We put in 2 self-tappers here to hold it in place. It's got to be firm. It can't jiggle around at all. It's got to be solid. We drilled a small hole. It's a little bit bigger than 3/8. Nobody has that bit. I've got a 3/8 and a half, but I don't have the ones in between. So I had to use this beast, but I had to be very careful not to oversize it. So I did it a couple of times because you don't want it to be oversized. There's a little small plastic clear ring that screws. It's got to be that size because it's got that clear plastic ring has got to be able to slide inside of there. So we nailed that without fucking it up. But if you did fuck it up, you do have a backup plan. I'll show you that in just a minute. And of course, there's the plug in right there for the Jeep. Plug and play. It's up here in the corner. And we're gonna tie down all the wires right now with those. Vacuum this place up. This install will be done. We do have to hook up the trailer and have it program itself, you know what I'm saying? But we've got this part done here. We just got to tie these wires up and we're good to go. Just your basic install with Redarc. They give you this extra adapter to kind of throw a juggernaut into your system. And if you look at this, like I said, there's 2 different models of this beast. You do have instructions on how to install it, you know what I'm saying? And here, if you drill the hole too big, or if you want to install it somewhere else, you got this option right here. But see, even this thing here, it has this little hole at the top for the first model has a light, and that it's not the way it is anymore. So it's like a juggernaut of, it's a grab bag here of how to install it. But we had our self-tapping screws. We've got some lock washers here. This is for another install. And then we have these 1/4-inch self-tappers that we're going to use to install our lights, off-road lights on the bumper. We're going to start with 6, and if it works well, which it will, then we'll go with more. Okay, well, we're just going to slap this thing back together. I don't think I'm going to just take you with me on this, but all it is tying these wires up, and the lights do come on. You can see it does flash, and I'm going to read the instructions. You have to be able to push this in and out, and it does. So if it doesn't push, then it's not working. It's not the way you want to set it up. This is going to go here after I tie in all the wires, and that's it. Easy install-ish, as long as you have everything. I mean, I didn't have everything. I had to go get wire ties. I had to go get self-tappers. I had to, you know, do a few things on this thing. But it's going to be solid. Oh, that's right. You had to, there's 2 plastic prongs that stick out on this. You have to cut them off. So you do have to do that also. Not a big deal. Just take your grinder wheel to it and just zap them off, because they were sticking right into this void here. So, but in any case, that's it for this install. I'm just going to slap it together. I'm going to tie the wires up and then slap it back together. You're good to go. That's a Redarc Tow Pro Elite. Tow Pro Elite brake controller, 1 to 3 axles. Well, like I said, I do have to program it still.
and we will do that later. Anyways, we're good to go with you today.